I'm Rob, and today we're at the Red Lion in Petersfield.
The Red Lion was built in the late 16th, early 17th century. The facade is from 1790. It's formerly known as the Sun Inn, and in 1820 a very interesting building was tagged on the back. And I'll let you know what that is later. From the pub, we're going to walk up Petersfield High Street. So lots of lovely Georgian buildings in Petersfield. Although it's got to be said that the 20th century did leave some scars. There's lots of little nooks and crannies to explore. Down everyone. A food outlet. So at the Market Square, eventually we're going to head down towards the church. So we'll have a little look around the market. So you've got a very nice Saturday market here in the square. And peeking up above the market, we've got a statue. And that is a statue of William III. It was put up in the 18th century. Not many statues of William III about, actually, not in England, plenty in Ireland, but of course he was the famous Orangeman that won the Battle of the Boyne for the Protestants. And bizarrely, I've never seen it, haven't heard of it until I started researching this walk, there's an Orangeman's Parade every July, mid-July, to commemorate the victory at the Battle of Boyne, which is, as I say, very strange. So we'll do a quick circuit of the market and then go and have a look at St Peter's Church. This is St Peter's Church. Now St Peter's Church was built in the 12th century by the owner of the land around here, that was the Earl of Gloucester. There was nothing around here, there was no town, so he decided to build a town, and that town was known as the town in St Peter's Field, or the field next to St Peter's, hence Petersfield. Now just for once, a nice easy name meaning. I wonder if we can go in and have a look. So this is the inside of St Peter's, and the ladies are doing a floral display. You see all the gravestones have been removed from the graves and they line the path. Lots and lots of gravestones. Not a great deal of land, so I wonder if some of that land was built on for the later houses. Anyway, we're going to leave the church now, back out into the market square, and we're going to turn right and take the lane next to the church. And that road is St Peter's Road. So the Duke, he wasn't as silly as he was, as it would seem, building a town in the middle of nowhere, because the town prospered on the wool trade and the leather tanning trade. In 1722, Richard Churcher set up the Petersfield School, which is not on the route of our walk, but it's interesting to note. And the Petersfield School was to train pupils in the arts of navigation and such similar maritime things. He's getting them trained up to join the East India Company, which of course is the company that was so integral to the formation of the British Empire.
See you later.
And it's a county police station from 1858. So there we are, another interesting place to visit if you're going to spend some time in the town. Now this isn't the aforementioned Petersfield School, this is actually Petersfield Infant School. Very interesting old Victorian building all the same. The end of St Peter's Road, by the big white building with restaurant on, we're going to go down this road, and this road's called the Avenue. So there's a playing field to the right, and at the dead end sign, ignore the Heath and Lake wheeled access because you can walk straight on down to the lake. At the end of the road there's a set of steps that lead down onto the Heath. And in past the Kiddies Play Park, we're going to turn right to walk along the side of the lake. Anyway, we're going to drag ourselves away from the birds and carry on our walk up the edge of the lake. Lovely play parks here for the kids. There's a cafe, there's loos. In the summer I was here actually with children and grandchildren, and there were even brass bands playing. So it is a really, really nice place to visit. Also that pontoon there that you see, they hire rowing boats and pedalows in the summer as well.
Originally this was boggy grazing land. Farmers were a bit fed up having to dig the cows out of the mud, so in 1735 they excavated a vast pond which has now become Heath Pond, which has now become part of Heath Common, which is a very popular place for locals and non-locals alike to come along. It's 95 acres, and believe it or not, this is a game you can play with the kids. There are 21 Bronze Age burial mounds on this common. About 4,000 years old, some of them. So have a go at spotting them. Bet you can't count them all.
And lovely as this bridge is, we're taking the footpath that leads back onto the road here. We've popped out of Petersfield Heath. We're going to turn right along the road and look for a footpath on the left. Just after this building on the left hand side, you see a green footpath sign, and we're going to follow that. There you are, it's the footpath to Buriton. So we're leaving the town now, and we're doing a nice little walk down through the small holdings. That's the causeway on the right hand side. And we're going to cross the bridge. over the stream. Carry straight on, ignore the path to the right that hugs the river. You're going straight on up this path. And a bit of new development over there. I believe there used to be a caravan site there, like a mobile home park. A mobile home park still here. And that's Queen Elizabeth Country Park, those woods you see on the hills rising up. And over this side with the broadcasting mast on, that's Butser Hill. So at this point there's some beautiful old oak trees, all in their autumn colours there, soon to be bare skeletons for the winters, lovely russets and browns. Or there's this path, and we're following this path down into the dip. And there's the old rose hips, favourites from childhood. Smash them up, stick them down someone's neck, instant itching powder. I wasn't such a horrible kid as that, really, honestly, we all did it. We're going over this little stream. All these streams, I wonder if they feed into the River Rother. I can't think of another sizable river local enough to here with the terrain that would mean it would drain down into it. Fairfield Farm. At the sign we're going to ignore the straight on finger posts that goes up between a couple of fences there, and we're going to take the diagonal one, which you'll see is like a flattened bit of grass path, he said, falling over in the mud, across the fields there. Beautiful oak tree, turning in the autumn. So there's a golf course to the left. We're carrying on into the woods. Got a kissing gate, a gymkhana jump, and what looks like another kissing gate over the other side of the field. Oh, alley-oop. And we're going to walk up the slope there. I know, something's in the water. Oh, someone's enjoying it. I thought there was Billy Goat Gruff under the bridge or something. There he is. As you can tell from my puffing, that was a very steep climb up through the woods. Now we come out into an open field. Butser Hill in the distance. We're going to follow the hill up this gentle slope. So we carry straight on, skirting the other woods. Closer and closer to Butser Hill. And the path through the fields bends left and it disappears down onto the road just to the left of that house you can see. We've come out of the field onto a lane and we turn right onto the lane. And then almost immediately left, you'll see a footpath sign which is going to lead us up onto another footpath that runs parallel with the road. Opposite these houses, there's the footpath sign and a path that leads up onto the bank. We get to this point and we stop tracking the road and head off across the fields diagonally towards Nursted Farm. So I was hoping to see it from the path, but there's Nursted House over there somewhere. It's a Grade 2 18th century manor type house, and it was built for Richard Holt, the MP. We're passing Nursted Farm on the left. Little platform there, don't know if that's for having a drink on or for the kids to play on, but nice all the same, overlooking the countryside, and we're carrying on to follow the path. So straight down the track. At this point, you keep to the left-hand track to go to the left-hand side of Old House Farm. So we're up high above the road. And we're going to drop down onto there in a moment. Old House Farm. It's down the slope onto the road. Turn right. Just before we get to Nursted, we turn left up this farm track. So when you get the dob in here in his stable, there's a stile there that leads out across the fields which we're going to take. Coming up to yet another stile, series of stiles through here past the farm. So as I say, just keep walking through the fields and you see the stiles in the distance, just head for those and climb across them. And we cross this stile and we're going to turn right onto the road. Now it's a busy road, so watch your step. It's the main South Harting to Petersfield road. So we're turning right onto this road, and watch out because it is a very fast road, so be very, very careful and face the oncoming traffic. The road grows a pavement, thankfully. We've enjoyed that for a while, but when you get back to the lake or the pond, then we're going to turn right and follow the track around the other side of the pond. Of course, you can make a short walk and carry the walk on along over that bridge we saw earlier, and just walk around the pond and back to town if you like. Can't say that I've identified any barrows so far, but there are 21 of them. Perhaps that's one. There's a nice lady there, didn't want to get in my picture. And now we come away from the pond and we come off through that gate there by the red pillar box or post box, and we're going to walk up that road. And here we go. And this is Heath Road we're walking up, and it'll bring us back out to the pub. And that's the Art Deco Festival Hall. So I promised to tell you a little bit more about the Red Lion when we got back. Now this building here was put up in 1820 as a Masonic hall for the Freemasons. Well, they've moved now and it's a storeroom for the Red Lion, the spoons. But yeah, the old building's still there. It's grade 2 listed. It's got a fire plaque on the wall, as you can see.
So here we are back at the Red Lion. That was a 5.5 mile figure of 8 walk. As I say, if you want to do the shorter one, then when you get to the back end of the pond where the bridge is, you can always cross that bridge, just follow the pond round and come back and have a much, much shorter walk. If you want to do the longer bit up through the woods and everything, then just follow the rest of the walk. Anyway, however you want to do it, enjoy. We're going to go in and enjoy nice Spoons coffee, I think, 99p, can't beat it. Anyway, as it says on the new gear, if you like the walk, then please like and subscribe.
A lot of people aren't keen on spoons, but I always think they're good value and nice buildings. Isn't that the best fairy door you've ever seen?
I know.